We're back. It's been a few days. Kind of busy week for me right now. Working a lot more. Weather's getting a little bit nicer, so a little more hours. So there might be a couple days extra spread out in between videos, but I'm gonna try to keep this rolling. So I'm gonna take you down here, show you what our next thing is to do. Okay, so in previous episodes I said I was not going to mini tub this. That's more for back seat room. I do have two smaller kids and we enjoy this car. So, but what we are gonna do is take care of this little problem right here. I know it's not very defined right now, but that is the seatbelt hump. In these second gens, they have a seatbelt hump inside the wheel well that, yeah, takes up some valuable room for some bigger wheels in here. So I'm going to show you what I did prior to this to make a little bit more room for the modification that we're going to get to do shortly here. So I'll take you inside the car and show you what I did. Okay, so you guys might notice something a little different with mine compared to other cars. This is my seatbelt retrack. Usually that seatbelt retrack is over here. I went ahead and moved it to the center so I could make some more room. So here is the inside of our wheel well here. We're going to cut that wheel well all the way back right up against this outside line and pull it in. So with me switching the seat belts the way I did allows me all of this access, and I don't have to move this hole, the seat belt hole. Usually you have to move it from here to here to get that in. So what we're gonna do is, now that we've done that, like I said, we switch that from side to side, is we're going to go ahead and pull this quarter, inside quarter off, and our top shield up here, and get this opened up so that when we do start cutting, we're not cutting into this plastic. So let's go ahead and get this off. Okay, so we went ahead and got everything all stripped down. I went ahead and took out the back seat. We still got some of the sound deadening material. I do plan on putting that back in, more for comfort inside the vehicle. But here is our spot we're gonna cut out and fill in. So I'm gonna come in here with the putty knife and see how much I can get scraped out here. And then we're going to go inside the wheel well and take our wire wheel and wire wheel all the undercoating off. But if you guys know, in this car, there is multiple build sheets. We found the other one in our tearing apart our rear end video. No surprise here. We found the other one. So it's our build sheet for the car. Usually one behind the back seat, one on top of the gas tank, and one in the window. So we got 2 of the 3. So pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to pull the seatbelt off just to get it out of the way so I don't burn it. We do start cutting and going ahead and welding. On the welding subject, I do have something to show you. So I told you I ordered a welder. Told you it was an Everlast 200 DV. And came in. So like I said, it's a Everlast 200 DV. See right there, power TIG. I told you it was a TIG welder. Never TIG welded in my life, but I've been playing around a little bit with it, and it's not too much difference from brazing and that such. So pretty excited. Like I said, pretty nice little unit. Went ahead and, you know, sprung for the expensive Harbor Freight welding cart. Got my tank and regulator back here. Now, this being a dual voltage, it does come with a pigtail lead to take it down to 110. Does fine at 110. I do have some 220 in the house that I'm going to end up routing out here. Like I said, got some Harbor Freight, you know, start off with some Harbor Freight welding wire just to try it out. But like I said, pretty excited. So that's what we're going to be using for our inner wheel well modifications. Like I said, it might not be the most ideal thing as far as that goes. TIG welding is a little bit on the finer detail side, but I mean, why not try it? So let's go ahead and start grinding out our inner wheel wells and get those cleaned off so we can get some lines marked in there where we're going to cut, and go inside and get our seam sealer. Okay, we got it cleaned off somewhat. Just enough basically to see these spot welds. So there's one there. There's quite a few down here. So we're going to go ahead and drill those spot welds out. If you guys don't know, they do make a spot weld cutter. That's what they look like. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. So we're gonna go ahead and cut these out and yeah, get this thing free. Okay, we got all our spot welds drilled out. Now we're going to go ahead and just cut a line here Doesn't have to be perfect. And we'll just cut this whole panel off, so then we're only dealing with one piece at a time. And just like that, got a giant hole in the car. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go under here and mark our radius. And we're gonna cut our radius out from starting from here and working our radius in. I'll take you on the inside here. Okay, so like I was saying, we're gonna run this straight, this line straight down. So we're gonna have to radius down here to give us some room for that. So we're gonna go ahead and go underneath the floor here and mark our radius so that we can get that cut. So scratch that going underneath and tracing it under there. So what I did was I took a level here, just kind of a straight edge, put it up against, and just marked on it, and just followed my radius all the way around, and that should get us pretty close. We'll probably have to come back anyway and hit it with a angle grinder or our, die grinder, and just get it closer once we get the initial cut done. But let's go ahead and get this set up and get this all cut. Okay, so it's all cleaned out. You said gaining that room back. Now on this one, we cleaned it all out. We're gonna come back with our probably our die grinder here. We'll just clean up this edge. I do believe, kind of looking at it, trying to figure out what I want to do as far as this goes. I do believe on here what I'm going to end up doing is just cutting behind it a little bit and then bending it in so it matches this arc, and then that way our panel can come all the way down on top of this and we can re-tack weld it here. We are going to make a flange. Once we get here, we'll make a flange that fits on here, so that when we make this panel to our patch panel to fill this gap, this hole, it'll come down and it'll have spot welds just to match, just like this stuff. So I got a spot weld punch. We'll punch some spot welds. We'll get this, made it up really nice so we can grind that smooth inside and out. And yeah, shouldn't even be able to tell once we're done, hopefully, if I do my fabrication correctly. So should be a nice smooth transition all the way down, and no more seatbelt hump. So let's get on. I believe we're gonna try to do a relief cut here and bend this to match. We'll come in with our die grinder and get that all done. Okay, and that's where we're gonna leave it. Like I said, we did a relief cut down here, bent this flange. I don't know if you can see that. Bent that flange so it matches our angle here. And yeah, she's all cleaned up. So we'll finish that in the next episode. Want to get one up for you guys. And it's a lot of work for one episode. So we'll come back and finish it up and yeah, keep going on this. So wheels are being made, so we got to make room for them. But like I always say, like, subscribe, stay tuned for more content, and yeah, we'll see you guys down the road.